Good morning. Thank you for joining me. I have another project that I saw in the semi-waking hours between sleep and waking up for the day. And I've decided to plunge in, even if it's a long one or takes two parts, because I don't know why one would see something like this, but I did. First thing I did see was using my handmade stencils to cut on the first page. And then I went through my trove of acetates, and I found this one with lovely words on it. So, before we go on, and then of course this is going to be in here. That's my plan. Now, I'm going to put just a bit of PVA on here. Whoops, let me get out some. I don't see any. Oh, my arm is not long enough. Yes, it is. Paper towel. Oh, okay. Let me make sure that my words are in the correct position. Yes. So, just a little bit of watered down PVA to hold this in position. With this super fine needle tip, it should work very nicely. And I think I'll move my fingers so as not to cause a mess on the acetate. Okay, let's go. Let's just go over here a little bit more. We want the words to be straight. Yes, we made it. We made it. Okay. Here. 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 And here. Plenty of time, with plenty of time for that to dry. Now, I also decided that on the front of this, I'm going to make pretty pages, but I'm also going to leave room for journaling. Decided to add just a smidge more of that stencil, and I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to use acrylic. I'm not going to use the Distress ink or oxide because it has a tendency to move, and I don't want this to move. So let's get out a few colors. We'll start here, put that away, that up here, starting here. Some sponges and colors. Here. Let's just pick 4. Ceram Coat Gecko, Sunshine, Tropic Bay Blue, and Pretty in Pink. Greens want to settle out and do interesting things, so I'm going to make sure I give it a good mix and hope for the best. Okay, that worked out nicely. Probably 3 times more paint than I need, but that's okay. Oh, that will be necessary too. Done. Now, going to do, as you can see, this is a well-used, it's a few years old, so it's a well-used, quite a well-used and we're going to not be afraid to apply some colors here. No, we're not. Unlike what I'm used to doing. Okay, let's have some yellow there, and maybe a little yellow there. Why not? And maybe a little bit here. And some green here. So unlike what I usually do, and that's very good. Wings that spread don't have much of an opportunity to fly, do they? There we go. And let's see. Well, we have a little Joseph's coat there, don't we? And up, just up here a little bit. Just up here a little bit. And I think I'll spend a little more time thinking pink here. Just a little green here and around the circle here. And some yellow. And a little Tropic Bay Blue. And some here. Alrighty, now, do I have a plan? Kind of, yes, I do. So let's let these dry. And clean sponges. These are put away. Garbage. And I'll wait a few minutes before I go off and clean those. Now I'm going to be looking for some papers. Didn't need that after all. Going to be looking for some papers for here. Going to let's see what we can find. Let's just get some pretty papers on there. And I have quite a few here that might work. While that dries, let's get this taken down a little bit. Not so much. Here, closer. Well, today is going to be one of those tear misery days. Let's go up here. Good. Mission. What else do we have in here that we might want to use? Quite a few things. Let's start with some of let's start with some of this right here. Excuse me. Let's see if we can get this off. Without causing a calamity. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just delish? Just delish. Perfection. And some more perfection, I hope. I'm just going to declare that a done deal too. Okay. That should be just fine. And you might just want that bit there. There we go. Certainly add to this when we get there. Now we have just this bit right here. What can we do? About some more music. I think so. This is so old and tender that never ceases to amaze me that it's still doable. Still doable, but not quite. Let's move that in a little bit, Carol. There we go. How about this little piece of eco dyed? Would that be pretty there? Let's see about that. Is that going to work? Oh, yes it is. We want that down further. We want that way down there. Well, I ordered some more eco dyed paper from Ephemera's Vintage Garden that I haven't run off yet. I will do that when we finish working on this. Such beautiful. She has such beautiful pieces of, Debbie has such beautiful pieces of. All right. Now, moving right along, I want something. I want something. Maybe on the back. Maybe on the back. What do I see here? Oh my, yes. Wouldn't that be a nice writing spot? But I think I'll take some off. Yes. Without the line, with the line, without the line, with the line. Oh, got a piece of glue stuck to me and it will not let go. Ugh. All right. Over on this side, because I want it without the line. Why? I haven't the slightest idea. There we go. Well, this is turning out to be quite a treasure trove. Let's see what else we can find in here that we just have to have. That one right there, just because the coloration works so well together. There we go. And ooh, isn't that pretty? Isn't that very pretty? Which side do we want? That one? No, because of the line in there. Oh, love it. Love it. There we go. And just a little bit of something, something down there. Maybe. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Ooh, isn't that pretty? Goodness, I have no idea where this came from, but it looks like it has all of the makings of a treasure. Or not. Or not. Do I see a need for a white eraser? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. Now I know that I had a, here it is. Lots of talking to myself today. Serious, lots of talking to myself. Well. Now I'm going to put a double of glue on here because this is light cardstock. And my trust of you who is not what it used to be. So let's see what we have now. Right to the edge. And the date on the letter, 1868, still shows. Oops. There we go. Better. Much better. So, 2 sides accomplished. Now I'm going to find some pretty paper for this side. Really, Carol. So that's going to take a little bit of a look-see. So I'm going to give this a wash. And I will return when I have found something that tickles me, because I also have to think about here. Be right back. Well, here I am back with all manner of housekeeping past. I know that you did not need to watch me make writing areas on pages, pick pieces of paper, and I did pick my papers from my antique papery folder, and I fitted them and glued them. Things that you have seen more times than any of us can count. So, let's see where we are right now with the housekeeping chore. I did sew the binding. We were at this point before for page 1. By picking from antique papery, I was able to pick this pink flower to show through the printed acetate for the first page. We worked on this together. Here is a piece of pink papery, antique papery, and the back of this one, ready for some writing and embellishments. And then I went through my my red basket, and I found this, which I thought might be pretty, just tucked over here to the side a little bit. And then, of course, I found this lovely label, and the green seemed to call for this to be on this page. So far, that's where we are on this page. And back here, we made a writing page, and I found this and thought, wouldn't that look pretty there? All from a $2 book that I thought just might play that up nicely. And here is another page from Antique Papery. And I don't think this page calls for very much. And then I saw this little bit and I thought, well, mightn't this gray and these grays go well together, just to give a little hint of something pretty right there. And this one, which is the back of our booklet, I thought, wowzers, wouldn't this be nice even if we only used half of that. So I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting so that we're ready to at least add these to the writing pages. Well, we have only one bit left, and that is the cover. And I'm going to do a little of my favorite playing, just to add a touch of the dark black lines here and there and everywhere, just to emphasize these flowers as best we can. Remembering to darken the mountains and the valleys. And let's see what we can do here now. This is shaped like that, and we can just kind of work a little of our Uniball Signo number 207, which is not the heaviest. But it will give a hint of a design to our flowers. And then after that, there is the one more thing that woke me up this morning. And I can't wait to get to it to see if it looks in reality the way it looked in my dream. But we shall see. Let's see what we have here. Not moving. Okay, we'll work around it. We'll manage to do something around it. I'm going to leave this alone, but not so much as to forget that it might just do well, to have a bit of a leaf, or some leaves, something vining. And how about something something, something. And how about fixing that as best we can? Not anything too overwhelming. There. Well, I'm not happy. Let's see. I'm not quite happy. But let's just do something, something. I think one more small one. One right here. About just down here. Not too many. Maybe one right here. one more over here. And I think we'll do this one, and then we'll get on to the last bit. Right, let's see, we'll make a decision after we do the last bit. Now I'm going to need my tablet. No. Do not be a pill. There it is. It just thought it was hiding on me. Well, not happening. Now, I made these to apply down the side, and the only way to really attach these so that we know that they're attached is our glitter glue. Hard glitter glue it is. And I believe that's this one. It's going to go up here at the top, out of the way. Out of the way. That should do that one. And I just cut squares and rounded off the edges and sewed a center on them. And if our glitter glue doesn't do the job, I'm going to be a very unhappy girl, but then I'll just hit I'll just hit the fabric tag. Make sure that we are headed in the right direction. Yes, yes. And this one looked like it was about next on my layout. And if it isn't, not a problem. Just a little hand sewing of a circle that I pulled and worked out, if any of you are interested in finding out how I did these. Just let me know in the comments. Very, 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 very simple. There we go. Where are you? Let's have that picture back. Let's have the correct picture back. There you are. There you are. And blue. I think I put these a little closer together. Thank heavens I have it extra or so. Let's have a little green now. And green right there. And this one, need an extra. Okay, we have some extras here. Which one will we do? I think, no. I think that one. Yes. And then this must dry. And here. end with a pink down here. Just because I want to. Okay. And down you go. Now, of course, there are many things that could be added in here, but I'm thinking not because of the cover. Alrighty. So this is the front of our book, and it's going to have time to get comfortable with the art glitter glue, and I will return and we will have show and tell. Welcome to 100 Day Project number 12, and here we are. The little additions stuck just beautifully with the art glitter glue, and I'm glad I put the opening in the cover and found this piece of acetate with the white writing on it, which brings out the white of the cover. If you'll notice, I added a little bit more to connect some of these bits and bobs together a little bit. I pointed the ends of the leaves to give them a little kick, and so here we are. A writing page and some antique botanical book pieces. And here we have the flower that shows through the acetate with the white writing, which just kind of, I guess I could say, it tickles me. And I used the other half of the piece that we used in the back on this one. I added a pretty label, because this was calling out for a little bit of extra green. And if you remember, I sewed the signature together. Back here, I used some of this black and white because I thought it went well with the colors on this piece, and a little bit more pink that I found. Today was my lucky day for finding pink. And the back cover having the other half of that piece right here, which with plenty of room for journaling. I do hope you have enjoyed number 12, and I had fun making these. I don't know why, but I guess when you wake up thinking of something along the side of a page, you just have to do it. And then the other thing I thought about was cutting. So, both on this one. If you have enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would certainly appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Let's look a little bit closely before we turn off now. This is the bit that I added to connect this. I added this one up here because I decided it needed it. More down here, and a little bit just down here to bring this a little bit closer together. And my 1.5 inch squares that I softened the points on and sewed a little circle and pulled, and there they are. On this one, we have writing spot and some antique botanical. Here is the flower that shows through here. More very old script. My much loved antique letter. We added some green down here to bring out the green on this paper. And some more writing spot. I'm glad that I chose this this black and white because it seems to do very nicely with the colors on this piece. And the back cover, here again, a good deal of room left for writing. Bye now. See you soon.